give you fair warning on this one. Today's rant is going to be on a very controversial subject. More controversial than the quality of standardized testing, more controversial than global warming, yes, even more controversial than Sarah Palin. Today's rant is on Twilight. I was on the internet and I came across a sidebar advertisement which said this: Twilight versus Harry Potter. Which series is hotter? Knock my sunglasses off. So let me say this first, because I'm about to alienate a whole bunch of Twilight fans. I know that there are subscribers of mine who enjoy reading the Twilight books. I recognize that. I don't like it, but I understand. This rant is not against you. However, if you are of the belief that the Twilight books are as good or better than the Harry Potter series, or even really any good literature, then first of all, we need to have a serious talk. And second of all, you probably shouldn't watch this video. Of course, the answer to the question, which is hotter, Harry Potter or Twilight, is Twilight. Because Twilight was intended to be a hot series, whereas Harry Potter was intended to be a good series. For the life of me, I do not understand people who think that Twilight is the next Harry Potter. Just completely ignoring Twilight for the moment. Harry Potter became the phenomenon that it did under unique circumstances that probably won't occur again for years and years. Certainly not in the few years that have transpired since Harry Potter first came out. But just for the sake of argument, let's do a side-by-side comparison. Let's look at the protagonists to begin with. Harry Potter, a young orphan boy who discovers that not only is he a wizard, but that his parents were killed by another evil wizard that he eventually has to defeat. Bella, a young girl who moves to a small town in Washington in order to get away from her mother and stepfather, ignores almost all attempts from the people around her to be friendly, and then proceeds to fall in great lustful infatuation with a vampire whose best quality is that he's perfect. There's a garbage truck in the road. Lovely. Now let's look at plot for a little bit. Harry Potter is a fantasy adventure story with a little bit of romance sprinkled in. Twilight is a romance with a little bit of fantasy adventure sprinkled in. J.K. Rowling's writing style is quirky and fun to read. Stephenie Meyer's writing style is cheesy and makes me want to retch. And then there's the thing that really sets the two stories apart. The ultimate message of the Harry Potter series is the idea that love conquers all. That love is stronger than hatred. A noble and important message for any young child to hear, and a few adults as well. The overall message of the Twilight series is almost the same. It's the idea that lust conquers all. That if you want something badly enough, then nothing, not even reason and logic, or any kind of moral compass, or heaven forbid, common sense, can stand in your way. Bella consistently chooses the superficially perfect but ultimately empty shell over the warm, if sometimes angsty, friendship of the far more human Jacob. And Charlie and all of her friends, she always picks Edward. Why? Because he's sexy. Because he's hot. Because he sparkles in the sunlight. Yeah, that's a good message to be sending to adolescents. So yes, the Twilight series is hotter, but the Harry Potter series is better. It's good literature as opposed to sexy literature. And I don't care if you like to read sexy literature. I don't care if you like Twilight. But please, everyone, recognize that Twilight is not in Harry Potter's league. It's not even close. So stop comparing them! And that concludes the Twilight rant. I will see you again for episode 60 of Vlog Driver and Book Review Monday. Ta-ta!